I was reminded of an old conversation I had years ago when I lived in the UK. Yes, I lived in the UK for a few years. But I frequented a shooting club there. Basically, I checked out a .22 bolt action rifle every time I went, fired some rounds. I had a good time there doing that. I had some conversations with the club leader. I'm not exactly sure what his title is anymore. It's been well over a decade since I've lived there. But the conversation we had that really struck me was the fact, and it went something like this. He was trying to get his rifle license renewed, and he said, "I'm not suggesting we do things like in your country, but I'm a World War II vet. I've lived a long time. I've always followed the law. I've never harmed anybody. Not crazy. I don't know why they're giving me so many problems this time around. Haven't I already proven that I'm a good citizen? I mean, I've stored my rifle like this for years. They've known about this for years. I don't know why they're saying now that I need to change the way I store my rifle. What do they expect me to do? Bolt it to the floor?" I didn't say anything then, but thinking back, I would have said something differently. Now, I probably would have said, "I agree with your situation, and I gotta be honest with you, this country didn't get the way it was, didn't get this attitude towards firearms it did overnight. What happened is that, you had one gun law come in, it sounded real good, you guys took it, it didn't stop the killing, and you went for another one and another one and another one, and eventually it got to this point. Now this video, I'm doing this to address those in other countries that want more firearm freedom, and I'm addressing those here in this country that want to preserve our firearm freedom. You see, when you have liberty, especially the liberty to own a firearm, to own a weapon, you have to protect that liberty if you want to keep it, because people are always going to keep on going after that. You have too many pissants in this world that have nothing better to do than to attack your ability to try to do everything they can to control your life, especially if you're a firearm owner. What are some of the things you can do in this country? You can get behind the NRA, you can get behind Gun Owners of America. I'm a lifetime member of Gun Owners of America. I believe they're doing great things, and I've given money to the NRA before. Other things, you can get on social media. Start calling gun control advocates out on their BS. Hell, when something like what happened with Roof, the shooter in South Carolina, the mass murderer that shot up that church in South Carolina, do what he did. First off, call it out, call it for what it was. That church was a gun-free zone. Second, media lied. Media lied at first on how he got that pistol. I've heard, that his uncle gave him that pistol, and I've heard his father gave him that pistol, and that didn't turn out to be true now, did it? what had happened is he bought the pistol from an FFL, he passed that background check. That background check failed. You know, what makes you think expanding that background check to cover private transfers is going to make a damn rat's ass of a difference? You know? There's so many things that we can do right now in this country as firearm owners to preserve our freedom. And in other countries, guys, you've got a much tougher fight ahead of you. And I wish you luck. But get together, organize. Get other people into the sport. Firearm owners here, you have the perfect opportunity. I'll tell you what. When I have an ex-girlfriend. When I first met her, don't ask how you got to see this. It's a long story. But she asked me, why would I need a rifle like this? You know? Took her to the shooting range one day. Let her shoot. Taught her how to shoot. Didn't start her off on something like this. Right here. You know, like Joe Biden would have you do. You know, I didn't want to have her get that one shot in, you know, and it'd be a funny YouTube video and that's it, and she's afraid of guns for the rest of her life. Guess what? This is her favorite model of rifle, her carbine. Guess what her favorite model of pistol is? This right here, 5.7. We have the power to influence, more so than you think. I mean, when was the last time you guys took somebody new out to the range, taught them how to shoot, taught them how to handle that firearm safely, got them out there having fun? That's one of the ways we change people's opinion. Now, you're obviously not going to change a die-fi supporter's opinion overnight. But with some people, you can educate them. You can influence them, I should say. Give them the information bits at a time. You know? If you're having trouble with the words, we've got several videos here on YouTube that people make in defense of firearm freedom. You know? They're not hard to find. You know, show them my videos. Or if my videos may not do the trick, or if you don't think my videos are going to do the trick, you don't like my videos, show them another video. We've got plenty of guys out here that do that. You know, Weapons Education is a good channel. The Not Fancy Project, that's a good channel. Write your congressman. You know, write your state legislatures. I mean, oftentimes your state legislatures are the ones that are making or breaking the laws a lot more often than Congress or even your local legislatures. But keep up with your local legislatures too. Hold them to account. They want to vote in favor of a bad law, vote them out of office. You know? I'll tell you exactly what happened in a lot of these other countries is that they pitted gun owners against each other. They said, oh, don't worry, we're not going after your double barrel side by side. We know that's your hunting shotgun. What we're really doing is we really want to go after these little small, cheap, inexpensive criminal guns right here. You know? That's what they've done. We're really not trying to take the guns away from good guys. We just think it would be better if, you know, we could license it to make sure that only good guys get the guns. You know, and to kind of put this in a visual, on my right hand you have more firearm freedoms, on my left hand you have less. And what they did is they kept on moving it more and more and more and more towards the side of more regulations, less freedom. Firearm owners, when it comes time for, you know, you to pass the torch on to your kids, where do you want them to be fighting? Do you want them to be fighting over here with more freedom, less restrictions, or over here with less freedom and more restrictions? Because I guarantee you it doesn't get any easier. I mean, I got asked by one ex-girlfriend, actually a few ex-girlfriends, I don't know why you don't support the universal background checks. I don't know why you don't support closing the gun show loophole. Well, I hope I've explained it well enough to them to where they can understand. But let's put it this way. There is no gun show loophole, and those universal background checks don't really do anything to prevent crime. You know? And it's definitely not worth the cost. And in any case, I'd rather be fighting them over here than over here. In fact, I'd rather be pushing it this way than that. You know? So, guys, you know, if there's something else you can do to support your freedom to own and carry firearms, go out and do it. Find some time. You know? Find that 5 or 10 minutes to write a letter, to write a well thought out, well spoken letter to your congressman. Find that time to make a YouTube video. You know, buy yourself an AR-15. That's what they want to ban right now. You buy yourself an AR-15, make a video, say, hey, you know what, this is my rifle. You guys have had your chance with gun control. It's failed. We're not buying your BS anymore. I'm keeping my rifle. And yes, I want to pass it down to my kids and their kids when I pass on. Yes, I want my kids, their children, their children's children to be able to buy one of these if they choose. That's pretty much what it boils down to, guys. Like the video, subscribe, rate the video, leave me your comments. Tell me what you think. Y'all take care.